Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, I haven't done bloom coasters in a while, and I've really been wanting to try the double layer ones, where you do a bloom, and then you let it cure, and then you do like another bloom on top of it, or you can try to do like the lace effect as your second layer, or whatever. So, that's what I want to try, anyhow. And I really want to try to do like a yellow and purple flower, like bloom. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do a yellow and purple bloom, and then either for the second layer, I'm gonna try to do like a second bloom, or I'm gonna try to do the lace effect on the second layer. I don't know which one I want to try yet, but one of them two. So, we already got some resin mixed up. So, once it sits for a minute and finishes degassing, I will be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So, got some resin mixed up. It's degassed about as good as we're probably gonna get it. So I have a few colors picked out, and I have dark indigo, I have a midnight blue, dark orchid, and then I have a yellow and a latte, because I want it to kind of progress out into darker colors from the center out. So I was thinking, drop my latte, then my yellow in the center of that, and then I'm gonna do the midnight blue, and then do like the dark orchid and the dark, well, I'm gonna do the midnight blue, the dark indigo, and then drag it out to the dark orchid. Do it from like a dark blue into like a dark purple. I'm hoping that will give me the like effect look that I'm looking for. And then when I mix up my ocean white for my bloom, I have some aurora powders, some blue and purple aurora powders here. I might take an itty little bit and put into my white for my bloom. So that's kind of the plan of where I'm at so far on what we're gonna do for the first layer. Anyhow, once we get to the second layer, then we're gonna have to figure out, do we want to do a second bloom, or do we want to do the lace effect, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I also have some crushed glass that I'm been coloring different colors, because I was starting to run low on all of my colors. So I've been making a couple colors here, a couple colors there. I even have some black in here that I'm letting soak up. So, alright, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our resin and put it down into the bottom of these coasters. These are the Lux resin coasters, by the way. Now, because these aren't like real deep, and I'm trying to do like a 2-layer type of thing, I am going to be a little bit more cautious on how much I'm putting down for my first layer. I mean, obviously you don't want a lot anyhow, but I want to make sure I have enough room to do a second layer and then the back coat as well. So, but yeah, I was like, I have not tried to do, I should say, because I've made a couple really nice bloom sets, but I'm honestly just starting out learning how to do bloom coasters, so I'm not like a perfectionist at it or anything. I am not. I just got lucky, and the couple that I've done have actually turned out nice. Oh no, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the fact that I wasn't gonna need all 8 ounces. Oh my gosh. So now I have 8 ounces, or I have 4 other ounces over here off to the side. I mean, I will need some of it to mix out my white, and I'll need some of it to do my little green petal things that I want to try to do. But I'm definitely not going to need 4 ounces for that. Just trying to get an idea on making sure they all have about the same amount in them. Yeah, I probably could have done with a lot less here. My goodness, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just get so used to mixing up those larger amounts for bigger projects that I don't think anymore, oh my gosh, wait, I don't need that much, you know what I mean? But, well, whatever is left over out of it after we do the white and put the little bit of green aside for the petals, I'll figure out something to do with it. My main first worry is just getting these coasters ready. Okay. Is anybody else having issues with allergies? My goodness. I feel like all I get done doing is sniffling, and it's so annoying. And I'm sure it's probably annoying to you guys listening to sniffling. Okay. Let me actually get my gloves on now. I worry I don't want to mess my stuff up, and because my hands are so tiny, I have a hard time finding gloves that fit me right, and then my gloves end up dragging in the resin and making a heck of a sticking mess, more than what I need. There's like a little something in there. I just want to kind of check real quick for any kind of stuck bubbles in my corners. And I'm not dragging this toothpick on the bottom of my mold, you guys. Toothpicks will absolutely scratch your molds. So I actually don't even normally use a toothpick to do this. I have a silicone tool that I normally use. I don't know why I'm doing that, but because it's kind of now. The one I normally use is kind of gross right now because I was just tinkering around with some UV resin stuff and I just threw it down and haven't cleaned it off yet. I do have more. And I finally got my one 9-tier cabinet thing, shelving thing that I ordered how long ago that I've been waiting on. That way I can start putting my stuff on there. Anything that I have listed on my eBay store can get put on that shelving in one spot. It'll be easier for me to track things down when they sell and, you know, obviously keep them safe, keep them from getting damaged or messed up in any kind of way at the same time. So as long as everything goes according to plan, I should be able to get my vacuum chamber this coming month. If we get this whole stimulus money thing that they're talking about, I'm definitely going to be getting it. I'm going to be getting my car, and I'm also going to be getting my vacuum chamber, and what was the other thing I said? Oh, my curing machine. I want to try to get myself set up a little bit better with better video and better equipment, you know. And also, while I'm thinking about it, if by chance you see something in one of my videos, say you like the way these coasters turn out and you want to buy them, if they are not on my eBay store for sale, just email me. Send me an email. Tell me what you're looking for, and I can get everything. I can let you know price, shipping, you know, etc. I've had a couple people ask me about certain things. They weren't listed on my eBay, and I said, you know, just shoot me an email and I will get your shipping information, and then I can just, you know, ship their whatever it is that they wanted to buy, because I don't always put everything up on my eBay store, and I don't always put it up right away either. It might be, you know, you might see the video and then I might not have it up on the eBay store for a month or sometimes better, you know. So yeah, anybody who is interested in buying anything that you see on my videos, just let me know. okay? I'm still seeing bubbles that are down on the bottom and they're not coming up. But I don't want to keep messing around too much longer because I don't want my resin to start thickening up too much. It's already sat 15 minutes. Oh my. It is what it is. We're just gonna go ahead and start. We can kind of try to get them as they come up if they do. While we're going, I guess, because I don't want to keep messing too long. Oops. I don't want to keep messing too long. Alright, so the first color that I want to do down is that latte. Alright, now we're going to put the latte. I just knocked something in there. We're going to put the latte down first in the center. And then we're going to drop the yellow. So we're going to do one of the latte in the center. I want to see how much it's going to really spread out before I put like 2 or more. If we have to add another drop, you know what? I already know this one I'm gonna. And we'll go ahead and drop another one here just to kind of make sure that color is nice and full. Alright. Now we're gonna drop the yellow in the center of that latte. You're probably really not going to be able to see much of a difference of the color, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, I guess you can. You can see the difference in the color. Alright, now I'm going to do the blue and the dark indigo, but we're going to do it like 4 sides, okay? So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do this midnight blue at the top and bottom. And then we're going to take the dark indigo and we're going to put it here on the other 2 sides. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over the blue because the blue's a little splotchy. I got new alcohol inks coming too. Because I think the problem with these are they're just too old. I've had them too long. And I think they're just getting to that point where they'd be good for like certain things but not blooms. Alright, now we're gonna take the orchid and I'm gonna go all the way in between them ones, okay? So we're gonna go here, 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 and here. Oops. Well, that one got messed up. Okay. Now, we're going to get some white mixed up. While them are kind of spreading and doing their thing. Where'd my... Just move these over for a minute here so I can have a little bit of room to mix up some of my white. We're gonna put some in here. Probably way more than what I'm gonna need. But like I said, it won't get wasted. I will put it, I will do something with it. We're gonna add a couple. We're gonna add a little bit of the ocean white. I'm gonna put a little bit in. I'm gonna mix it up and then go from there because I don't want to put too much in it either. Oh, that was probably too much. I don't know. See, I've seen so many bloom videos done by so many people, and I've seen people put a crazy amount of the ocean light in it, or the casting craft, and I'm going, oh my gosh, that's never gonna bloom, it's too heavy, it's, you know what I mean? But then miraculously it turns out gorgeous, and I'm like, how? You know? That purple is splotchy and I don't like that. Do you see how it's like splotchy like that? That's not cute. Hopefully this will fix it. Let's hope. And let's go ahead and drop a little bit of blue where it's splotching a little bit too. now we're gonna leave it alone. And then I'm gonna take my bag here and take my little silicone cup. I'm gonna put it in my little silicone cup just to basically hold the bag for me while I'm... Oh, I forgot to put the powder in there. Dang. Man. Okay. Do I want to try to get it in there and mix it around a little bit now? Because it's not going to mix it evenly in this. It looks silly. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. I'm going to just do it. Put a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the blue. I don't really know if it's gonna do anything or not, because I should have mixed it whenever it was in the cup and I don't know. I just forgot all about it. Because I'm a genius like that. We're just gonna mix it up the best we can in the bag here. And hope for the best. So then take our bag and suspend the resin, and I always twist my end and then tie. It keeps it a little bit tighter. And I keep my end tucked in the best I can so it's not hanging down either. Okay. So now I need my scissors. And cut off a little bit on the end. Oh. I think I cut a little bit too big of a hole, y'all. Just gonna sit that in there for a minute, upside down. I'm gonna take my little pointy stick thing, and I'm just gonna kind of drag these colors around a little bit. never done it like this, you guys. This will be the first time I've tried this, so. We'll find out together. And then I want to figure out how I want to pipe it. The petals. So I don't want to do like I normally do. Thinking about doing like big petals. Let's just okay. Now what in the okay. Now let's get this weight on. Actually, let's let that sit a little bit longer because it still feels pretty thin. So let's go ahead and put a little bit in here and get our green mixed up. So we can put our little, it's like dominoes over here. Put our green in to make our little petals. Let me just put that there for now. Mix this up and see what it looks like. That might be okay, because I don't want it to be too dark. Just like a little minty green in the background kind of thing. Okay. Now let's see, is this warmed up any, thickened up any? Not really. Okay, well, just gonna have to be careful with it. Yeah, it's not thick enough. It's so thin. Still, it's not warm yet. And it's like... gonna just blob. I got a couple clock molds coming too, which I'm excited about doing. I'm about half tempted to just put this in the cup and put it on with the popsicle stick instead. Because I don't want all my coasters turning out blobby. Well, let's do this with this. Alright. I'm just gonna put the petals on by hand because I am not gonna have every single petal be a giant blob. Oh my goodness. Well, it's gonna either turn out really nice or it's gonna turn out really bad. Know what I mean? So, we might be just redoing the whole stinking coasters all together when it's all said and done, because I may have just messed it up completely doing what I just did. But and I wasn't thinking about it either. I should have waited to blend my colors until I put my white on. And blended them all together at once instead of blending my colors, and now, you know, my white oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. Oh my. This is like one of them things that I love doing, but I swear every single time I get onto like video, everything that can go wrong absolutely will go wrong. Or I start forgetting what I'm doing, and yeah. Does anybody else know that feeling? Because, oh my gracious. I feel like I'm starting to do a lot better with things. Like, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I really had a hard time focusing on what I was doing and like making sure that, oh, that's gonna blob. Making sure that like I was basically like staying on task of in my video. I was forgetting like, oh wait, you know, there's people listening or watching, and you're sitting here messing around for 20 minutes with one thing, you know. And so it was really hard to kind of adapt to at first. But then I don't know. I got so in tune with talking to you all, and it just felt like everybody was right here with me whenever I'm doing the videos, so it got easier as time went on. Has anybody else tried the like heart pedal method? I haven't, so I'm trying it. Oh, Criminy. Like I said, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong on video. I don't really like doing it with a popsicle stick. I'm so used to doing it with my silicone tool or my bag. But I don't know why, for some reason, it didn't seem like it was like wanting to warm up to temperature in the bag. It just started like, it just was staying like cool. So wow, I'm murdering these poor coasters, you guys. Oh my gracious. Yep, that's gonna need fixed. Just putting a bunch of upside down hearts. Well, trying to. Oh my gravy. It's definitely not easy to do with the popsicle stick. But it's okay. Because guess what? It's art. And it's allowed to be messy. And it's allowed to be fun. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty this one over here is blooming though. On the side. It's really blooming pretty. Just kind of doing a little bit up along the outside edge. I don't know why this one's not really taking off. Alright. I think what we're gonna do is start pulling our petals in here in a minute. Alright, let me think about what I want to do with this white. Wow. It's not really just white at this point, I guess. Mm. Oh, I'm gonna dump some of this in something real quick. I'm gonna put you guys on a pause. We're gonna let this kind of start doing its thing for a minute, and then we're gonna draw it in. But I'll put you on a pause real quick, and then we'll be right back. Okay? Alright, guys, we are back. So, what I did was I just threw a little bit of that indigo or magenta ink into the clear, mixed it up, threw it inside one of my jars, my jar molds, and dumped the white in over top of it. Just trying to do something with it. So now we're back, and I did put you guys down a little bit closer so you could actually maybe see a little bit better what they look like. This one is blooming beautifully. This one's starting to bloom a little bit. This one a little bit. And this one's still taking its dear old time. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pointer scrabby thing, and I'm just gonna do like a slow turn. I've never tried this method before, so we're gonna find out together. Go out through the white first. Then we'll start coming down through. These are gonna either look really cool or they're gonna look really bad. One or the other. Alright, we're gonna go up on this one next. I know where I messed up, and I know what I'm gonna do next time to fix it. So, and depending on how these blooms turn out, on what I do as my second part to this, because if the blooms turn out halfway decent, then I might not, I might just do the second bloom on it. If they turn out really bad, then I don't know, I might have to replan my whole route. If they turn out really terribly bad, my next thing, I'll be wanting to do is cover them up. So, yeah. Well, I kind of wanted to swirl it and then draw my petals in, but I'm afraid it's just gonna muddle it up way too much. It's gonna end up looking like total poo. What to do. Nope. I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them alone. We're gonna drop a little bit of green. And it's not a dark green, it's a very light green, because there's, a little bit of that white paste in there too that kind of toned down the green a little bit too. But I just thought it'd be kind of pretty to have like some green coming out behind where some of the cut-ins from the white are here. Yeah, we'll try it. Hopefully these will shrink down a little bit. My luck, they won't, because, normally they do. This time they wouldn't, though, because I want them to shrink down a little bit. Look how pretty. I love that. Boy, you guys, I hope it turns out pretty on the other side and it's not just a big muddled mess. Because some of these are turning, like some of them, where it's like blooming, is absolutely beautiful looking right now. I don't know if you guys can see, like, how pretty it really is looking. But my goodness, it's starting to, like, oh my gosh, it's starting to look pretty. I hope it is. And that it's not just starting to look that way. I hope it actually, like, I just hope I didn't muddle it up too much with the colors, because I stupidly mixed them before I put the white down, and I didn't do that last time I put my colors down. I put my white down and then I did them all together. I didn't do my colors and then do my white. I'm just scared that that could have ruined them and made the blob on the bottom end of it just be a big color mess of crap. I really like how this one and this one are blooming out. Like oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. I already know I'm going to be making another set because this upset me. This is not what I had in my mind. So I already know I'm going to be making another set. Yep. Well, there we go, guys. Now it's just a matter of letting them bloom and see what happens. And then we will decide what we're going to do as our second step. If we're going to back them and completely redo the front to cover it up, or if we're going to do a second step for the bloom. So whenever these cure up, I'll be back and we'll figure out what we're going to do next. Alright guys, love ya, see you in a little bit. Alright guys, so welcome back. As you can see there, the coasters are nice and cured up. I tried to be a little cheap and look through the bottom to see how well they bloomed or what they look like on the other side, if they're going to turn out nice or not, and I really genuinely cannot tell. And the reason why I was doing that is because this side you can't really see very good on camera. Oh, I so wish you could. But this side is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And I almost want to keep it on this side the way it is. And not even do anything like with the other side. But I've been back and forth on it. Like, should I or shouldn't I? Because I can't really see on the other side to see what the bloom looks like, and I really like this side. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know if I should do a second bloom or just fill them the rest of the way up with clear. I don't know. In the second layer bloom that I was planning on doing anyhow, I wasn't going to do another set of colors. I was just going to do clear and then do another set of flowers. Because, I mean, my blooms the whole way across my coasters on both sides. So you really won't see anything behind there anyhow, even if. So, I did mix up some resin, degassed it, it's ready to pour. I'm just still so indecisive to the point where I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to just back them and call it good, if I want to clear it and keep that side, if I want to do another layer of bloom. I don't know what to do, you guys. And yes, I could probably do another set of coasters like this and try to, you know, replicate this the best I could to get a set of coasters to look like that again. But would I ever? Doubt it. You know how that is. You never can get stuff like that to happen again. But, so, now I'm stuck, guys. I think what I want to do is, I think I want to go ahead and do it and just get it over with. You know? Just go ahead and do the second bloom. But I just don't see the point in it because there's really no room. You're not going to really see a second bloom behind it anyhow. Do you see what I mean? Like, the bloom literally reaches from edge to edge. So, you're not, if I go and I put another layer of bloom in there, you're not going to see it regardless. So, I'm just thinking about just backing them and just doing it on another set of coasters and trying it again, because one, I made my bloom too big. Two, I should have put less resin in on the first layer than what I did. So, but then I'm debating on what color I should back it with then. I'm thinking about just backing it in black, to be honest with you. Or like either doing like black or doing like a real dark. No, I don't want to do that either because it'll take away from the or maybe a real pretty green. Oh, maybe we should do a really pretty green, guys. What do you think? Oh, I wish I could hear you guys right now. I think we should do a really pretty green in celebration of spring coming. And not only that, but I don't rarely ever do anything with green or like green colors or anything, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's just back them with some pretty green. And maybe some of that forest fairy glitter. Yeah, that sounds good actually. Alright. I wish I would have thought about that ahead of time because I would have mixed up more resin. I didn't mix up a lot because I was only planning on doing another layer and not doing a backing. Alright. Let me think here. What color green? I'm thinking like a really pretty like olive green. Not citrus green. Emerald green. Moss green. I need an olive green. Where's my olive green? I think that would be the prettier color to put in behind here. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can find one in my likeness. Oh my gosh, I'll be here all day. In green. Looking for a green. Jay. I admittedly still have not put up my shelves yet, guys. I need to do it because it will give me so much more organization and everything will be so much easier to find. There's a dark sea green. Like this dark sea green. Let's go for it. And or should we do a green from should we do a green from one of the chameleon powders or the chrome powders instead of just doing a boring green background? Or should we do green chrome powder or the forest fairy chrome powder and then do a glitter background? Oh man, I shouldn't have mixed up my resin so soon. Let me think. Where is my... There we go. You know what I'll do? I will... Wait, should I do this though? Because it might... Yeah, I don't know if I should do this green, the fairy green. Because it's got like a gold in it. And that might not be a good idea for those flowers. Oh, you guys. Should we just do the chrome green? No. That's too boring. There's dark green. Do we want to try the dark green? Because that has like a blue and purple in it too, so it'll match the color from the inks. And then let's mix up our colors real quick so they can like start to they can degas after I'm done mixing them. I wish I'd have thought about this before I mixed my resin, you guys, because I would have come on and did this real quick and then went and mixed my resin, and I would have just mixed my pigment in with my resin. instead before I degassed, because basically I just wasted 10 minutes degassing all that resin just to now mix a pigment into it and incorporate more bubbles in the mix. But now I need to get some more coaster molds, like nice big ones, like kind of like you know, jeez, I can't think of her name, pouring your heart out. I need to get some of her coaster molds and stuff, and some of her tray molds and stuff to do balloons in instead of these. These are getting crappy anyhow, and they weren't very nice from whenever I bought them. If you guys, any of you been around for a while watching my videos, when I bought them and unboxed them, they were pretty bad shape. They were like all scratched up, and some of them had big gouges in them, and it was terrible. Ew. Olive green, ain't it, guys? Do you see the color on the bottle? Do you see the color on the bottle, guys? That is not what that color is. I don't care how much you mix it. Not the color. Let's try some of this dark moss green. That's another thing I need to invest in. Like I was saying before, I need to get some more alcohol inks, because I think these ones are just old, and I think that's a lot of the problem. I think they would be okay for like coloring things, and like maybe even doing like excuse me, ink, alcohol ink art, like on canvases and stuff, but not for like my blooms. I don't think that yeah, no, this isn't gonna, gross. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of mica in there, because this is awful. That olive green is not pretty. The olive green is like a, I don't know, it almost has like a brown color to it. Like a brown honey, like a dark honey. Not like a light honey, but like a dark honey. It almost looks like beer. I mixed that other green in there, and it's still not looking too good. Yeah, that's not gonna work, you guys. So, oh, excuse my nose. It's so gross. Let me see here. Alright. I apologize, you guys. I had to pause for 1 second. That way I could blow my nose. These allergies are terrible. And we moved, because like where we lived before, we had to like readjust to the allergies and the pollen, you know, out there, and because it was all new and different. And then we moved back to our hometown area where we were used to being at before, and it's like we're now having to readjust to all the stuff back here again now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy how that happens, but it does. It absolutely does, you guys. Tomorrow, there's a big chili cook-off going on, and so I've been busy all day getting stuff ready for that and making big crock pots of chili. So I'll be busy doing that most of the day tomorrow, so I wanted to try to get a couple videos out to you guys in the meantime. And then I'm also working on getting a giveaway box put together. I'm still adding things to it, and I'm trying to figure out like a date I want to do the giveaway, like the announcement of it, and then when I'm gonna do the drawing. And then once I get up to like 500 subscribers, then I'm gonna do another one. So like I'm trying to get like certain milestones, and then once I hit the certain milestones, then do, and then as my channel grows and gets bigger and more people are subscribing and purchasing my items on eBay and stuff like that, then my giveaways are gonna get bigger. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do $100 gift card for Amazon, like wherever the person wants an Amazon, or not Amazon, geez, wherever the person wants a gift card from. So if they want a gift card from Amazon, then we'll do that. If they want a gift card from Walmart, then I'll do that. You know what I mean? So wherever they're gonna want that gift card from is what I'm gonna do. And like I said, I'm doing $100 for that giveaway. This giveaway is basically just all gonna be doubles and stuff, and molds that I have, some specialty glitters and stuff like that. And then we'll go from there as the channel grows and as things sell. Then I will have bigger and bigger giveaways, which will be awesome. And I am like a little kid about it. I cannot wait. A lot of people think it's silly that I'm doing a giveaway at only 160 subscribers, but I think, hey, listen, that's a milestone for me. That is a huge milestone for me. Any little incline we have is a milestone. So that's how I have to look at it. It's a big deal to me. And hey, it just gives me one more reason to be able to celebrate and share things with you guys. So I'll take any excuse. As a matter of fact, like one of the biggest reasons I even want to get more subscribers and stuff like that is not just so I can get monetized or, whatever. It's so that way, like, when companies are sending, free products and stuff for to try. And I can give stuff to you guys too. Like, that's my biggest thing, is like, I cannot wait for that stuff, because then I can start like doing giveaways for you guys. You know, if they send me a bubble remover for a review or something, for instance, okay, and say I already have a vacuum chamber and I don't need another bubble remover, then, you know, obviously I'll do like the review of the product and stuff on my channel, and then I'll clean her back up and box it up and send it off to one of you guys as a giveaway gift. And I mean, I think that would be super cool. Like, super, super cool. My big thing has always been like being able to give back or gift ahead, you know, kind of like the pay it forward kind of stuff. So I cannot wait. It's so fun being able to receive things, yes, but it's also really fun being able to share them things and gift them off to somebody else, you know? And see somebody else smile and be happy. There's a lot of artists out there, resin, painting, doesn't matter what. You know, they really don't have a lot of money to buy a lot of the stuff that a lot of YouTubers are using on their channels to make things. And, or, you know, do the big Temu hauls for molds and glitter and supplies and stuff like that. So, you know, how cool would it be to be able to give to somebody who don't have, and then they can join in on the fun and really be able to, you know, they can really then use that stuff and make things that they've been seeing people make and they want to make that they haven't had the money to buy. You know, there's a lot of people out there that can't even afford to buy resin, let alone buy resin and molds and glitters and whatever else, all the other, you know, like these chameleon powders, for instance. This was my first set of real chameleon powders. I was buying like cheap Temu brand chameleon powders couple times before I got these good ones, like from Lots Resin or Into Resin or whatever. But for a long time, I could not afford to buy any of that other stuff. So I think this is going to be cool because it's got the green and blue and purple look to it. So I'm hoping it's going to be cool anyhow. I might just be, you know, over thinking how cool it's going to be, but I mean, I hope that my bloom turned out decent halfway anyhow, so that it's not total bomb on the other side. Which I'm not expecting it to be perfect because I know I messed a lot of things up and did things wrong. But I'll even take, you know, somewhat good, because even if I can dress it up still and make it look nicer, you know, we can add some decals to it or some rhinestones, or, you know, we can dress it up a little bit. I'm okay with that too. It don't have to be completely, totally perfect. This, because my house is like 60 some degrees in my office area where all my resin stuff's at, these, and I didn't put them on a heat mat or nothing, I just left them go because I knew I was going to be pretty busy all day today anyhow, so I wasn't really in like a super big rush to get them to cure. And so I thought I'll just let them dry, you know, cure naturally. Well, they're still pretty soft and they're still kind of tacky. So that's another reason why I kind of thought we'll use these chameleon powders, because it's still pretty tacky and it'll still stick. It'll stick pretty good to the resin. And you can tell in some spots where it's a little bit more cured than others, where I'm putting the powders on, because it don't stick as much or even at all, apparently. And I did grab some tacket whenever I was at my Dollar Tree, because they actually had it for once. And like the Eileen's tacket, this stuff, tacky glue, because somebody tried to tell me to use that to fix my chameleon powders and stuff with like whenever you paint your chameleons on and then you take it out and it looks like you either missed a spot or it didn't stick right or whatever, and you get like the missing spots on your project. Somebody told me if you take a little bit of that tacket and put it on there and let it get sticky and then put your powder on or your glitter or whatever, that you can fix it that way. So I was like, oh, I gotta get some now. So it was weird, they never have it, because our Dollar Tree where I live in our little redneck town, there ain't barely nothing in it, you know, barely nothing in it. Definitely none of the cool stuff you ever see on YouTube or anything like that. So when I seen it, I was like, oh, you don't say. So I grabbed it. Every once in a while. I mean, it's very rare. Very, very rare. We'll find a nice little gem like that, you know? But like I said, it is rare. Yeah. This, I'll probably, after this cures, have to put like a thin coat on it because I don't think this is gonna be enough to fill it up. But oh, I didn't put any glitter in there or nothing either. Josh. Oh, wow. I'm trying to hurry because I'm trying to get my resin in there and stuff before it starts getting too warm on me. Because it's already starting to get pretty thick. I had it mixed and I mixed it for 3 minutes and then had it degassing for 10. So before I even started the video. So yeah, it's been a minute. Oh yeah, I'm definitely 100% gonna have to make more to put on the back. It's not like a huge amount, but it's enough that you would definitely, you know, have that like sharp ridge. I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's finish this real quick. And then we will let them cure, come back, and we will demold them. Would have just made my life a whole lot more simpler if I would have just backed them with the green and been done with it. You know. But anybody who knows me knows that I'm going to try to push the limit a little bit with everything I do. And I've always been like that. If there's something I want to do, then I'm going to figure it out. You know, it's crazy too, because like with resin, I had been wanting to do resin for years, like years, since I was a little girl. I loved watching the like construction and stuff, like whenever they would pour the resin floors in buildings or garages, you know, and when they do countertops and stuff. And, you know, I loved that. And I loved watching it. And I always wanted to do it ever since I was a little girl. And then I was so fearful of doing it and not being any good at it at all. And I would be like, basically like failing myself because it had been something I'd loved and wanted to do since I was a little girl. So I like stayed away from doing it instead of doing it and trying my best at it and wanting to learn everything about it. I did the opposite and I hid from it and didn't, you know, try it. I stayed away from because I was so scared that here's this thing I've absolutely loved to do all my life, you know, and then I am terrible at it and can't do it. So I just stayed away from it. And then, I don't know. I don't know if it was the whole, like, I know this sounds grim and horrible, but I don't know if it was, like, the whole thought of, you know, you're dying, don't have much time left here. So, you know, get out there and do anything and everything, and who cares kind of a attitude. But, like, I don't know. I just stopped being so fearful of everybody and everything and failing, and I just started doing. I literally just started doing. And I have not looked back, not one time, and I haven't regretted 1 minute of it anywhere along the way. Because not only am I doing stuff that I absolutely love to do, but I'm also sharing it with other beautiful, amazing people out there. And, you know, nothing feels better than that. Not for me, anyhow. I love being able to share, and not just being able to share. I like being able to make people happy and make them laugh and make them smile. And my grandma and papa used to tell me all the time that, before they passed away, that I was always like that from when I was a little girl. That no matter what I was going through or whatever, I was always trying to make everybody else laugh all the time. And it's funny because I'm still like that to this day. I went and then the day I found out that I had cancer and that, it wasn't curable, that it was, semi-treatable, but not curable. And I remember there was, the worst news ever. It just got thrown in my lap. And there was an older woman that was sitting beside me. She was in there getting treatments and stuff done too, and she just was not, and she had something, I can't even remember, but she had something real mild, minor. It wasn't anything like real crazy, and it was like the worst thing that ever happened to her in her life, though. So she was really having a hard time dealing and going through it and dealing with all the IVs and medications and just not feeling good. And, it's a lot on your body. And I remember just sitting and talking to her for hours that day, and she kept telling me about how she misses being able to crochet, and she misses, making just simple things like little hats or gloves and whatever. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's so crazy. So I went home and, well, we had got to chit-chatting, and, we kind of figured out that we were on the same kind of schedule, I guess you want to say, for days of medications. And so we were going to kind of like be buddies and talk to each other while we was in there. And so I had went home, and I had oh gosh, thousands of rolls of yarn. So, in every color, shape, texture, I mean, I got so much yarn. And so I loaded a big bag, all different kinds, right, into my car, and a whole extra set of needles, crochet needles, one of each size. So there'd be a little bit of everything. And so when I went in for my treatment the next time and she was in there, I said, "Oh, good, you're here." She says, "Well, yep, I'm here." And I told her, "Well, I got a surprise for you." And I went back out to my car real quick, and I grabbed that big bag of yarn and the needles and all that stuff, and come back in and said, "We are gonna be making some stuff over the next couple of weeks. We're stuck in here together." And her face lit up so bright and so cheery and happy, and she was so excited. She thanked me and thanked me and thanked me. And I didn't give a care in the world about any of that other stuff, like the thanking and all that was such a nice thing for you to do for her. It was the fact that it made her smile, and it changed her whole entire day and outlook on the next coming days of treatment, because now she had something to look forward to, when she come in. And we sat and we made socks and hats and mitts and scarves and a couple other, like little throwback blankets. She made a bunch of like little doilies and stuff. I'm not very good at that. Doilies and the grandma squares and all that. So, but yeah, we made a bunch of stuff. We put a bunch of like hats and scarves and stuff. We put in the bin and like left them as like giveaways for people. If any patients were in there and they were cold, they could get a little lap blanket and put on their lap, and they could get a hat to keep their head warm. So it was nice, like, because it helped her, and then it also helped, the other patients and stuff in there, and it was really, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed that time with her. I'll tell you what, it's one of them things that you always remember. You never take that stuff for granted. I think that's what, I hate to like be all, cynical, I guess is the word, maybe. I think I'm thinking of the right word. But everybody just got so, I don't know, like unneighborly and uncaring, and you really don't have the way things used to be back, I don't want to sound honky and be like back in the old days, but, back many years ago, being neighborly was like, you know, important, and helping others and paying it forward. And I just feel like everybody has lost that now. And if everybody just took, you know, maybe one day, you know, one day out of the week, just one day, not every day, one day out of the week, and did one nice thing for one person. And it doesn't matter if it's just, you know, holding the doors, or maybe, you know, offering to help an elderly lady get her groceries to the car, or, you know, help somebody pump their gas, or maybe, you know, if you're financially able to, you know, offer to pay for somebody's, you know, $10, $15, $20 worth of gas, or anything. Just something little. Just something little. It doesn't have to be anything great. It doesn't have to be, you know, $1 million, or paying for somebody's Red Lobster dinner. You know what I mean? Just something really small. Just something really small. And I think if everybody just took initiative to do that one little small thing every once in a while, our world will become a better place. A lot of the problem is nobody can trust anybody anymore in our world, and seems like our world's filled up with a bunch of selfish people who are more worried about money and fame and nice cars and houses and what they can get, rather than what they can give. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired and I'm just rambling too much. Maybe I said shh. But everybody's got their views, thoughts, feelings. At the end of the day, yeah, it looks like there is going to be a little bit of a lip ridge, whatever you want to call it, on the coasters here. Because, like, it's not all the way up to the top. Dang, dang, dang. I wish I would have thought about that sooner, though. It just makes me so angry. Because if I'd have thought about it earlier, I would have made more to be able to fill them up. Look at my hands, guys. From peeing that intense mic out, coming in on the... It's pretty. My daughter's used this stuff on her nails. And, oh my goodness. She's sold a couple really pretty sets with the Lux Resin chameleon powders and the chrome powders and the intense and stuff. She's sold multiple sets of nails. She's very good. Very, very good. For being, especially for her being self-taught. I started teaching her how to do acrylics and stuff like that when she was really young. She loved doing it. And, of course, I was super picky about it because, you know, it's not, like, the healthiest thing to be breathing in, so I made sure I made her wear gloves and a mask and well ventilated area with an air purifier going, and you know, I was super picky about it. So, but she's loved it ever since she was little, and she's still doing nails. Oop, oh, nuggets. I just put my finger in it. Alright guys, well, we're gonna go ahead and let these cure up, and then we will be back to demold them whenever they're completely done. Alright, I will see you in a little. Bye bye guys. Hey you guys, we're back and they are cured up. They're still a little bit soft. I did go ahead and put them on my heat mat for about 45 minutes or so, and then let them cool completely back down because they were still a little bit sticky, and because I just let them, you know, cure overnight naturally without using any kind of cure machine or heat mat or anything. And before I went to bed though, and after I shut the video off, I did decide to go ahead and put a little bit of the Forest Fairy Green glitter on the back, and I literally mixed up, I think, 2 ounces and spread it out between all 4 coasters just to kind of fill them up the rest of the way so they weren't dipped down in anywhere, so they would all be kind of level, a little bit domed. And well, are you guys ready to see what they look like? Because I am. I think they're going to be a big stinking blobby mess because of where and how I messed up. But I am going to make another set of coasters because I have an idea. And I want to try the lace effect on coasters too. So we got to get that done next. But alright guys, are you ready? Let's start with this one. Now remember, they're probably all gonna look a little bit different too because of the fact that I didn't do the petals the same on every one of them either. I kind of did them all different. And then we used the chameleon powder to back it before we put the green mic mixed in with the resin. So I do have a little bit of overage I'm gonna have to clean up here. But I just thought between the purples and the blues and stuff, the green would be most fitting. Alright guys. You ready? Oh yeah. It's pretty blobby, you guys. Yeah, it's pretty blobby. I mean, it's not completely terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But, well, we knew not to expect anything spectacular, I guess. Alright, are we ready for this next one, guys? I got, like, some resin drips on the edge of my mold. I'm trying to pick them off so that way it's not tearing my mold up whenever I take it out. Because I've had that happen before. It's just a little bit of like overage and it gets stuck to your mold. And then it takes a chunk of your mold with it sometimes. So I always try to make sure I get, if there is any, I get it off before I take it out, so that way it doesn't wreck my mold. God knows I've thrown enough of them away over them getting stuck, fusing themselves in the mold, and then I have to cut the project out of the mold. But there's a little bit more overage on these than what I thought there was, guys. I apologize. Because if I would have known that, I would have just cleaned all the edges off first before I even started the stinking video. Then you guys wouldn't be sitting here going, alright, let's see the rest of them. We just got back from the chili cook-off, and I'm exhausted. My legs are killing me. I'm tired because I only slept about 45 minutes this morning. And I definitely need to go lay down and take a little nap before I do any more tonight. So, come on. If it can give me a hard time, you better bet your bum it's gonna. I gave the kids down at the bar all the squishies that I've been making. The glow in the dark ones and then just the regular ones, and oh my gosh, they had a good time with them. They had a blast with them. The one kid automatically, the first thing he wanted to do was take it out of the bag and destroy it. I was like, okay. Well, you ain't getting any more. But I was like shocked because I thought, leave them in the bag. And I even said, leave them in the bag, they'll stay nice, dirt won't get on them or nothing like that. The first thing that kid did was take it out of the bag and start ripping pieces off of it. I'm like, it's not Play-Doh. It's not clay, it's not Play-Doh, guys. Oh, boy, that one was stuck. Alright. Are you guys ready? Here's the second one now. Oh. Yeah, I like that. And like our edges are really pretty along the sides. I don't know if you can really see in the video that well, but the edges turned out beautiful. It's nice. Man, that's pretty. Yeah. And then like the bloom looks like it's hanging because the white's too heavy. So, but this one looks blobby too, but it's not. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so ugly, it's pretty. Maybe? I don't know. I definitely like the colors. So I'm going to do these coasters again in the same colors, but I'm going to do it differently so that way the bloom doesn't get all messed up, and hopefully they'll turn out better than these ones did. These ones are still fixable, usable, however you want to say it. Alright, let's go for this one. I've been waiting all day to get home and see what they look like, because I've been curious. I mean, I knew they weren't going to be nothing great, because I knew, you know, they were messed up, but oh my goodness. Yeah. I have to get all this overage off of them. I'm kind of shocked there is as much as there is, because it didn't really feel like there was. But alright, here it is, guys. Ooh. Whoa. This one's cool, guys. Oh, yes. This is how I wanted them to turn out right here. Can you guys see that? It literally looks like you're staring down into a dark hole, like the center of it does. It looks 3D, so it's so crazy. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. I love it. This one's definitely my favorite for sure. Whenever I'm done demolding all of them, I will take my camera down and try to get down a little bit closer for you guys to get a better angle, look, whatever you want to say. But we're definitely redoing these coasters tonight. And tomorrow, I got a bunch of orders coming. I'm not exactly sure what's in all these orders. Some of them are Let's Resin molds, and some of them are gonna, I got one of the Amazon mystery boxes. So and then I got 2 orders coming from Temu and stuff too, because a bunch of their molds and stuff were on sale cheap, and some have like 2 or 3 mold sets and they're like $4 or $5, and I'm like, yeah, because like the one I got, for instance, it was the tray mold, the one like odd shaped tray mold, and then the carousel jar with the lid mold, and each of them a piece is, you know, $8, $8 a piece, and they had both of them put together as a 2-piece set for 5 something, 4 something, so it came out to be like $5 or whatever. But yeah, I was like, yeah. So they had a bunch of sets like that, and that were cheap, and I just grabbed it. I grabbed some Easter ones, I grabbed that one, I grabbed a couple others, but yeah. Here's the other one. I love this one too. Wow. That is absolutely beautiful, you guys. And see, I thought that me swirling the colors and then putting the white down and doing, like, swirling through them again was going to make it muddled up too much with the colors, and it didn't. It didn't. I just don't understand why this one and this one bloomed as nice as it did, and then it seemed like as it went down the line, it got worse. Like, then you have that one, then you have that atrocity over there. But, yeah. Like, this was the first one that I would have done. And this one would have been the second, third, fourth. But yeah, you guys, that one is... And look how beautiful that chameleon powder is behind. Because it's literally bouncing shine and color off these other purples and blues and stuff in here. I mean, that is an absolutely gorgeous color combination. I think it's perfect. I just need to fix the bloom. I just need to fix the bloom. Alright, let me take you down off here so I can see if I can get you in for a better look, at least at the one really nice bloom coaster that we got here. Alright, do you see what I mean by it kind of looks like it goes down in there real deep in the center? I mean, look at that. Can you imagine once these are top coated? And guys, remember, I didn't put any kind of glitter in that. The glitter that's coming through is from that chameleon powder that we used. And it's like blue. And it's beautiful coming in through there. And then do you see how, like, the chameleon colors are coming through the background? Yeah, see, this is perfect. Perfect combination. I just need to fix my bloom. They're still pretty, but oh my, yeah, I love them. This one's not as great, but it's not terrible either. It still looks like a 3D center, but my petals are blobby, and this one is just total trash. It's just a bunch of colors. I mean, it's still pretty, but it's not a bloom, you know? I still like the colors, and it still looks really pretty the way it is, but it's just not a flower. That's all. My favorite has to be this one right here. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for joining me, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. That way, whenever I'm uploading new videos every day, you guys can get, you know, notified and see what kind of craziness I'm getting into next. Who knows? And, you know, if there's any molds that you guys want to see me do or anything, just please leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm always down for new ideas. So, yeah. Alright, guys. I love you, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.